All right, guys. Hey, everybody. So we're here with the Unit 1 review session quickly. This goes for all the classes U.S. history. This is Unit 1, the pre-1607. So everything that happened before Jamestown and whatnot. We'll go over through this. We have a few multiple choice questions. We probably have, I think, about 9. We have true and false. We have a short answer. And then we have a picture analysis and an essay. Before I get into it, I do want to remind us, so the whole point, we've taken a few of these before, we've done them, but a picture analysis or historical analysis point of view is we have a picture like this right here. It's an old picture. It says many different things, but the whole point is we're going to break it down and we're going to see what point of view it's actually talking from. So my recommendation would be is the picture here that you see is what I would do is I would cut it, the quadrant theory, into 4. So I would take it literally down the middle half, side to side half like this. And what you'll find is it comes with 4 distinct images. And in my opinion, what I would do is I would start at the top and work my way around, and I would see just what is inside that picture, kind of within the picture. So technically, it's 4 pictures within it, is what I would recommend doing. When you do that, you tend to find little details of a picture that you, or a painting that you may not have thought about before. And it's a good way to really break it down. But the whole point is you're trying to answer the point of view of what it was coming from, what it's trying to say. So there may not be a right or wrong answer, again, to this, but there is a right or wrong procedure in how you go about analyzing it. So remember that. That's kind of a new thing for a lot of people, but it's something that we have to do, and it's a really good, it's a fun way to show that you know what you're talking about, and I know you all do, so you're going to do great on that one anyways. A few of the things to talk about quickly that we need to make sure we remember. Mesoamericans, we talked about it a little bit, but just kind of the fact that there is this link between down here and up here in terms of North America. So like present day Mexico, down here, North America, there is a link, the Mesoamerican link here. So things like the corn, the maize, stuff like that. It doesn't just show up in America for nothing. There is a reason for it. So I would just make sure you know that in the notes. Cahokia, we got to do that one. That's the big mound city, so make sure you know a little bit about that. We had the video, the notes. That does show up in there. That's one we definitely have to talk about. And in Mesoamericans, things like Aztec, stuff like that. But you got that covered. Native culture. So think about the societies of the natives. Not just natives, like what they looked like, stuff like that, but what type of societies they had, right? It was a cultural, or what type of cultural society is it? Is it a hierarchical? Is it religious? Something like that? Just think about the society itself. We have that. Then we have the Columbian Exchange. So make sure that you know that ideas are going back and forth both ways. It is a positive and negative balance. We got to make sure we know a little bit about de Vaca de Soto, de Zaldivar, just again, maybe where they went, what they did. Those are the post-Columbian explorers that came in and actually probably founded more of America than Columbus did. And then the last one is the English exploration. So we got to know this, that the English really are the ones that kind of show a bit more of America, the Spanish, Portuguese first, but English are the ones that gave us what we know as the start of America, that stuff. But the real reason, and we always look at this, it all comes down to religion in it. A lot of them, as we looked at some of the writings from Nash and others, it's starting to show that religion is a real reason that drives people forward to this. Whether or not that's the truth, that's debatable. But this is kind of being masked over as a way to justify taking Indians' lands and stuff like that. Plus profit as well. So I think if you know those, I think you're going to do really well. Pocahontas, just know the things that we did in class, know the 4 different ones that are there, the individuals versus the actual Pocahontas, the movie by Disney. And I would make sure that you know how to compare and contrast on what you found factually and then what you saw in the video. I would really make sure that that's on point because that is going to be a question, and you want to be ready for it. And I think you will do fine in it, but it's how you explain yourself and how you incorporate things that makes it or breaks it. You're all going to do great. You're all going to do wonderful. But if you don't study or you don't just kind of prep yourself for it, it may not be as helpful. So do the work. Do good. I know you're going to do great. Anything you need, send me a remind DM, whatever it is. Take care. Happy studies.